Hey guys, this is Shorty. Welcome back to my Uncharted 4 survival mode crushing difficulty solo 30 stars video series. This is stage 4, Auction House. The first waves here are quite easy, but later on it gets tricky. The siege wave as well as the boss in the end require the correct strategy and a bit of practice to be successful. But less talk, more play. Here we go. A little thing right from the start. This is not my first time doing this stage on 3 stars, it was my second time. Since the first time was a complete catastrophe and I somehow managed to get it done 5 seconds before the timer ran out. But the recorded video material wasn't of any use for this guide here, so I had to do it again. This is, by the way, the wrong loadout. That's the right one. As always, Enhanced Radar 2, we need it. Deadeye 3 for some serious headshot damage. Gear Master 3, very important for the boss. We need grenades for the boss. Quick Healer 1 is always good. It's just 1 point and you regenerate faster. And Mystical Expert 1 is kind of optional here. It is of some use, but if you don't have it, pick something else. It's the additional point. Your pick. Try to get as quickly as possible to the other side of this park here, because you want to trigger the siege wave. You can't buy anything. We are 150 bucks short of our weapon, so we have to deal with the first enemy wave with our handgun and the AK-47. Try to use the cover here. If your screen turns black and white, don't die. That costs a lot of time, and you should be done with them about 1 minute to 1 minute 10 in. There are 2 heavies. Be careful, they deal a lot of damage, and try to finish them off with headshots if possible. If your aim is good enough, do it, because it's a lot of money. 150 bucks each. After you kill the first wave here, it's not the first wave, the first part of the first wave, there will be some space for you to buy a weapon. Those are the last 2. And the last one. Yeah, this is it. And now you see no red dot on the map. You can go shopping. Buy your beloved M14. And go right back. And there the spawn continues. Now you have just to finish the wave. Kill everyone as fast as possible. There will be 1 sniper at some point here. It's a bit random from where he comes. Can be any side. Keep track of him, because you want to loot his weapon. There he was. That was a sniper. 5 knockouts remaining. It's a pretty simple wave here. Just try not to waste too much time and kill those armored ones with headshots. There, 150 bucks extra. You can do this wave in under 2 minutes if you're fast. It all depends on the first part, how well you aim with the AK and your handgun. But it's not a necessity. You can just 2 minutes 9 is totally fine. So I'm running around totally confused, but now I recognize I have to loot my sniper, because we need about 80 rounds of sniper for the second wave. And now a very important spot comes into play. Wave 2 and 3, we won't move. We will stand here at this point, and every single enemy will spawn in that corridor over there. Key for the next 2 waves, 17 and 18, is not letting your enemy rush you. You have to prevent them from coming up your stairs. You want to stay there and just shoot them. Just rail shoot them. If they come too close, you use your grenades. You have Gear Master 3. We already collected 5 grenades at this point. And don't hesitate to use them. You're going to see me fail here, big time. And that costs a lot of time. I made 1 big mistake at this point. I tried to regenerate my health, and I came too early out of the cover. I got hit again, and now I'm in trouble. They rush my stairs, and I can't do anything about it. So they will eventually push me back onto the balcony. The snipers will flood the corridor, and you don't want to be in this position. This is the perfect example of what happens if you fail. But if it happens, if you end up in this spot, try to get your room back. You don't want them to push you out of the balcony. Get your room back and fight. Another side effect is that we have 2 snipers now in the room. And with 2 snipers, it's very hard to peek out of cover. Just peek out, 2 shots, go back in cover. Because if you stay longer, they will shoot you. Keep in mind that if possible, you want to finish off the heavy guys with headshots. You need the money later on, and it's helpful. So 1 left, try to shoot the big one for the money, because the others will despawn, and now you have to be quick. Jump out of the left window here, ignore the loot, you don't need it, and kill yourself. There's no more cost-efficient way to rearm your gun than killing you. So, jump, not like me, not this climbing bullshit here. And now we want to go back to the spot where we did the last wave. So this wave is a bit easier. They have a brute, but the brute is slow. They have less hunters. The hunters were the problem in wave 1. I didn't show you that because I failed there, but they are more likely to rush your stairs in the first... It's not wave 1, wave 17. In wave 17 than wave 18 here. So just kill them, try as many headshots as you can, and you'll be fine. If they come too close, again, use your grenades. We have 5, and we need 7 for the boss, but this is 2 waves from now, so we have time to get our grenades. There's the brute, but keep on focusing the other ones. Keep them away from you. The brute is slow, you have time to kill him. I looted the heavy weapon from the red bandana guys from before, and you can use it. You don't need it, but you can use it to kill those hunters. If they come too close, pull the weapon and kill them. Regenerate health if you need. And kill the brute eventually. This is actually bad executed too. Yeah, and there I died. What a bad recording here, but the boss fight later on is quite perfect, so I think this is the important part anyways. Now, kill yourself again. Same old. And be very quick about it, because the next wave is siege again. I'm failing again. Unbelievable. What a fail video. Now we have 14 seconds to get to the point where you can, here at the arsenal, buy Wrath of El Dorado. You need 1. You don't necessarily need it, but you don't know if you need it. So, safety first, buy the El Dorado, and now get on the siege spot. So, the first important thing about this wave here are the 2 brutes. There are 2 brutes spawning from random directions, and you have to kill them before they come onto your spot. The second thing is 1 rocket launcher guy. He can kill you out of the blue, so be careful. He has a red bandana. But first of all, keep track of the brutes on your minimap and kill the closest one first. Preferably with a headshot, because then you will get rewarded with 250 bucks. But, well, try it, but it's not necessary. There we have the rocket launcher guy. He missed his first rocket and now he's dead. And now, kill the second brute. After that, the wave becomes easier, on paper. Since there will only be small guys and hunters, and I think 1 big guy, 1 armored guy, but it doesn't matter. But that's not the problem. The problem is their ability. When they die, they drop these Indra's Eternity slow zones, which prevent you from moving, from reloading, from shooting, from everything. Everything is slowed, and that can be a huge problem. So if you see the place getting crawled with red dots, use your El Dorado. It will clear the place out, and you have some breathing room for the last few kills. You can easily die here. If the hunters manage to get on your spot, and they will, if you don't have an El Dorados, because you can't kill them off as quickly as you need to. And that's a problem, so buy it. Buy the El Dorados and use it. This is it, the wave is done. The boss. The basic strategy requires the HS-39 assault rifle, or any assault rifle, which deals a lot of damage, and Harbinger snipers. We need 2 Harbinger snipers. Very funny bug here, prevents me from picking up my second. I can't because the weapons are stacked here, and a bit frustrating, but you can do it with 1 Harbinger sniper as well. And you want to cancel the spawn animation of the boss, since it's 20 seconds down the shitter. Just go over here and jump to your death after the skull appears. You will cancel the animation. There we go. So, the basic strategy here. There are 2 big problems in this fight. The biggest problem are the illusions. The boss spawns 2 illusions of himself on a constant basis. We have to get rid of them as quickly as possible, and I'm going to show you how. And the second problem is the brute. We have to kill him as well. The big mistake made by most of the players I've seen in videos is they kill off the first 2 illusions, which is totally fine, but then they head straight for the boss. And you don't want to do this. You want to wait in cover for the brute to spawn and finish him off as quickly as possible. One additional thing, by far the fastest way to get rid of the illusions is to kill them during spawn. And if you practice this encounter a bit, you will get a feeling for the timing when the boss tries to spawn his next illusions, and you can be right there and kill them off with 3 grenades. 3 grenades is all you need to kill all the illusions. So, let's go. Run to the middle of the park, wait for the boss to spawn and throw your 3 grenades. One of these illusions made it out of there. They usually don't do this. Finish them off with your assault rifle and you'll be fine. Go into hiding, wait for the brute to spawn, and then use your Harbinger to finish the brute as quickly as possible. I get interrupted by the boss here, for some reason, which is fine, by the way, because it's 3 shots onto his head. If he ports you away, this is the best that can happen. And do 2 shots with your Harbinger straight to the head. And it's about 20% of his HP. It's brilliant if he does that. But the brute is still not dead. Now the timer is about to respawn the illusions. And there we go. I'm waiting for him. 3 grenades. This is it. All dead. The brute is still alive. Finish off the brute and resurrect your NPC mate, because he or she is a bullet sponge and you need this. Now we want to head straight for the boss. The game plan usually is pick up a pistol, shoot at him, pick up the Harbinger sniper again and shoot him in his head. Since I don't have any rounds anymore, because I had this bug where I couldn't pick up the second rifle, I have to do it with my assault rifle. And here I failed. I missed him. That shouldn't happen. But the second shot hit. And now deal him some damage with your assault rifle. The next illusions are about to spawn. We have 3 grenades left. Finish them. One made it out of there, one of the illusions. I don't know why, but it doesn't matter. If one is dead, you're fine. Go for the boss. Straight for his head. Deal as much damage as you can. Look out for the next pistol to collect and run over there. He gains this ability after dropping below 50%. Just keep running and you'll be fine. Another shot. Another damage phase. And at this point I had to deal with some serious bad luck. I picked up the pistol and thought this is it, and the hunter comes in. And the grenade comes in. This ruined everything. I was sure Elena couldn't resurrect me in time. But, well, karma hits. I got resurrected about a second before she died. Unbelievable. Bad luck and then luck. So, and this is what he does always. After your NPC mate dies, he is going to port you away because he doesn't want you to resurrect him or her. And, well, that's 3 shots. And this is it. 3 stars, stage 4. The problem with this video here is he almost seems too easy. He's not, believe me guys. I had a lot of practice and I had a lot of luck during this try. So keep in mind that it will take some time for you to do it. Maybe the brute doesn't die, maybe the illusions don't die, and if that happens, you're in a lot of trouble. So do me a favor, don't expect every try to look like this one, okay? Other than that, thank you for watching and hopefully see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!